Cookie cutters, God gave you a nose to breathe with so you can keep your mouth shut. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, Chance knew when he got here I'd get right in his face because we're back in Delray Beach and they were in Bad Street, USA. The baddest street in the whole USA, badder than Dale's.
Dixie Highway.
Yeah. What do you think about that, Dale?
So, where are you?
The fabulous Freebirds. You idolized them as a kid. Terry Bam Bam Gordy, Michael Pretty Sexy Hayes, and Buddy Roberts. The flabby Freebirds. You're built like Terry Gordy, Dale. The baddest street in the whole USA. Bad Street with the tan. Dixie Highway. Dale Street is for cookie cutters.
Let's just do this for the whole podcast. Fuck it.
Lenny sing along.
Yeah.
Mailboxes on every street and picket fences. Koi ponds on Dale's cookie cutter street. Freebirds, you can't forget it. The entrance music.
You want one more chorus?
Yeah. Bad Street, Delray Beach. Dixie Highway, the baddest street in the whole USA. Bad Street filled with 10s. Dale Street, cookie cutter, USA. The biggest cookie cutter street in the whole USA. What do you think about that, Dale? That's some good posing music.
Is that what you're going to come out to next year?
Could be.
I liked what you did last year.
Thanks. You like what Dale did? Came out to some cookie cutter stuff we don't even remember.
I don't actually. Now that you mention them,
See, Dale?
Think.
All they remember is he got third place. Can't remember the music, but they remember the size of the trophy.
How about that Photoshop that Lenny Person's Last Direction? Was he the one that did the one where Dale's standing on the third place podium and Lenny's sitting there?
Yeah. When I took that picture and posted it, I had a feeling that people were going to go wild with the Photoshop.
That's one of the best I've ever seen. Lenny Person's Last Direction.
Did not fail.
It's fucking funny, man.
Yeah, he's the leader of the pack right now with the Photoshop.
Oh, yeah.
See, every day he
Keep
puts
them
out
coming.
prints.
Keep them coming.
Putting Dale in pigtails. That had me fucking laughing, man.
If Dale isn't motivated after looking at that, I don't know what's going to motivate him.
Oh, he's motivated.
Better get off your fat rear end, Dale. Start moving some weight in that gym. Start posting some Instagrams of you moving some weight.
He doesn't post that much anymore.
Why not? Because the weight isn't being moved.
I think he just had shoulder surgery and biceps.
Boo-hoo-hoo.
I told him he should document his recovery and all that shit.
Why don't you film your surgeries? I'm sure they do, and post it on Instagram.
Why don't you post anything on Instagram?
I'm in the process of doing that.
Okay. We'll have to. Did you bring your smartphone tonight?
No.
See. Mm-hmm. So how are we going to show you if you don't ever have your phone on?
It's full of viruses, it said.
Again?
Yeah.
What the fuck, man? I thought you fixed that.
There's viruses again.
Bring it back to that. Bring it back to the.
Yeah, the kid who fixed it is a fan of us. Actually, he loves our stuff.
Yeah, he probably loves when you bring it back in to fix the.
One of the culprits is probably the YNC site.
Yeah.
Don't go on there. You don't need to go on that shit anyway.
It puts life in perspective.
So we've gone from Kimbo to Kiara back to Kimbo.
Yeah.
And where is Kimbo?
He came out about 5 minutes ago. He peeked around the corner and ran back in the other
He's
room.
going to have to get used to us all over again.
Just when he thought it was safe. He got rid of everyone.
It's all right.
Just when Dale thought it was safe when Jay Masters let him alone. Here comes Lenny Person's Last Direction.
What's the what episode are we on? 31?
I think 31, I think. This microphone is acting up.
Use your normal one.
Yeah. So what is there to talk about in episode
Loads
31?
and loads to talk about.
Loads.
Next month, 2 months, the Olympia.
Should we start with that? What our game plan is, the good, the bad, and the ugly? Let's start with the good. The good is, over the past couple weeks, myself, Lenny, Brad, Andrew Kalora, Jay Masters, possibly Lou, Koth Andrew, we're not even sure who else. We all kind of came to the conclusion that we all want to go to the Olympia the weekend of September 14th. And we're all basically basically we're all in pretty much. So that's the good part, because how long have people been messaging us telling us to go to the Olympia, film videos?
I think since we started doing videos every fucking year.
You in Vegas, you've never been, right?
I tell you what, I can't wait to get my hands on some of these cookie cutters and confront them. And I got a long list.
Well,
I can't wait. Somebody please send me there.
We got to make it happen.
And you can send me home in a body bag if that's what it takes.
Well, like I said, the good is we're all planning on going. And if anyone's been maligned over the last year, it's probably me, because I don't upload a lot of videos anymore, and it's just hard to do these days, especially without World Gym. But if we can get to the Olympia, all of us, and we all make it there, for the men deprived and people who've been wanting, le pièce de résistance of men's, a trip to the Mr. Olympia in Vegas with at least 6 or 7 of us.
You'll have enough footage for weeks.
Yeah, I might have to buy a few memory cards. As for the bad, well, some of us can afford the trip and some of us cannot.
Brad can afford 20 trips.
I wish. If I could afford it, I'd take everybody.
Works for the USPS.
Yeah. Well, I got child support to fucking pay.
Oh, shit.
So, I've been in contact with Kalora, and we've kind of decided that, and we're not fans of doing this in any way, shape, or form, but we are strongly considering throwing up a GoFundMe to see what kind of funds we can collect to pay for those who cannot fully fund their own trips. And I think that those who would throw a few dollars into a GoFundMe, you would be more than satisfied with your ROI, return on investment. I think the videos that we can film out there, if we all go, and it's basically, as far as I'm concerned, it's an all or nothing type of trip.
Absolutely.
We all go.
Hopefully a lot of you guys can not only do that, but also join us.
That's true, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyone who wants to go to the Olympia or planning on going to the Olympia, as far as I'm concerned, we're doing it.
Yeah, we got to make it happen. But we need that, Unfortunately, the shirt sales will not pay for everybody, so...
And I don't even have any vacation time left. And I told my job, I said, look, I need these 4 or 5 days off. Give me vacation pay or not, but I need these days off, and I'm out of it. So screw it. But I can fund my own way. Brad is good. In order for Kalora to go, we're going to need some funds. In order to get Lenny to go, we're going to need some funds. And I think
Jay Masters
as well.
His funds go to malt liquor. So,
as for Jason, I'm sure everybody is wondering, Jason is more than invited to come. We've extended him an invitation, but he will not be the beneficiary of a GoFundMe for reasons Brad and I.
Well, he makes all this money on. He can pay his own fucking way.
Right.
So
we want to make this happen. We're going to make it happen.
I think we can. Yeah, we put. Listen, we don't ask for shit. We asked for the GoFundMe that one time because everybody wanted to see your house get cleaned, and of course it stayed clean for a fucking day.
If I just take a mop to it, I'll show the maniacs the money was well spent.
This is different, This is for everybody, and we.
This is a one-time thing, For those who've been asking us to do it, we've all finally decided this is the year to do it. Since there's no Ruby, so you're not getting any Ruby videos this year, folks. Right. So the month of September is going to be pretty dry if we don't get out to the Olympia. But we need some funds for some people to make that trip happen. And with your help, like I said, the return on investment will be through the roof. And I will personally make sure that, as the man who's usually behind the camera with all this stuff, I've been maligned, rightfully so. I can take the heat. The YouTube content has been shit over the past year. I wouldn't say it's been shit, but it's been inconsistent and too far between. If we all go to Vegas, I will fucking sniff coke all day and night. If it means staying awake to film shit I need to film.
Hey, listen, and if, like I was telling Leonard, if there's enough money generated or collected, we could fucking buy GoPros and fucking strap
we can
one
buy
around his
additional
neck,
cameras. And
we
can also
try to capture everything.
And with whatever extra money, we'll have bail money if we need any.
Yeah, we'll definitely need some bail money.
Bribe a few police officers. Look at Lenny twitching.
I heard there may be 10s out there.
Maybe.
Of course.
You heard there may be.
Of course.
Lenny, it's Las Vegas. There's everything out there. Nothing isn't out there.
Sin
Well,
City.
I'll do my best to extend an invitation to Jay Cookie Cutler if he's not so busy.
He has a gym out there, right?
He lives out there.
Selling his
Jay
products.
Master says he wants to go to his gym. He's all pumped up. I think we're all pretty excited for it. I think we can make it happen. These people, it's, we're not asking for much.
Who knows? I may run into that Chuck Basher.
We'll be there.
Yeah.
They'll all be there. It's the Olympia.
That should be very interesting, Maniacs.
We might not last 10 minutes at the expo, but
So he better-
there's plenty of after parties and there's
Yeah.
plenty of shit
Well,
to
see,
do.
you let him know
Believe
Chuck
me,
Basher
I
going to
don't-
go to the Olympia. He better start putting that size back on if you get my drift.
Yeah, let's not start making. We're not going there to get kicked out or you know.
We'll be going in peace.
Right.
Yeah.
We come in peace.
And whatever happens after that happens after that.
Chuck may be leaving in pieces.
Oh boy,
No threats.
he'd probably
please.
give you a big hug when he sees you.
You guys would probably shake hands and
He'll probably give me a rim job.
didn't Bravo and Lobeliner get along when they met finally?
Yeah, you know.
So that's
A
what happens.
rusty trombone.
These online beefs always end up being settled amicably. You know.
But either way, I'd be curious to see.
I'm curious. Is Dale Chuck E. Cheese Chance?
He said
gonna be there?
he said he would go
He's another one.
if we get to go. He said he'll go,
Right.
and because Cornelius is going there, he's got one of his women that he trains that's competing in the Olympia.
Who, Dale?
So if he gets
Ouch.
if he hears that we were able to make it happen, which hopefully we can generate the funds in the next week so we can book it and it's not too expensive
Well,
because Vegas isn't fucking cheap.
It must be nice. What's Dale got, a private jet now? It's bad enough he lives on the Chance estate. Has a canned,
If he had a private jet, he'd come pick us up and go.
please. It wouldn't surprise me.
What we're going to do over the next few days is we're going to crunch some numbers. We're going to see exactly how much we need in order to pay for a few people, and we'll come up with a number. And listen, if you guys have any feedback, you want to tell us to go fuck ourselves, you want to tell us it's a great idea, please message any of us and let us know. Be honest, so we can have an idea whether or not, as Big Richard would say, we're pissing up a rope. Yeah, because we
But
won't-
if we don't get enough, can't it be refunded to the people?
I'm sure it can.
Okay.
We'll find a way to make it happen, but you know, it's. I think Lou might come too. Did I already say
Yeah,
that?
we'll try to. We can try to do a pre-sale of the shirts and get some money from that also.
It's a one-time event, and like I said, no Ruby this year. So fuck it. Let's go bigger. Let's go to the Olympia.
Just think about all the free content you've got over the years.
Yep.
A couple bucks.
Oh, believe me, it's going to be worth their while.
Isn't going to
It
break
will
the
be
bank.
worth their while with these confrontations. Friendly, professional debates and conversations and greetings. Like I said, everybody throws the first punch against me. I said that before. No liability. You can throw 3 punches. and I'll
Nobody's
take
going to
them.
want to fight you. They're all going to want to
No.
fuck you. Yeah.
So that's what's going on lately. It's been a topic of discussion among all of us for the last few days, and we've been waiting for this podcast to address it. And we're just putting it out there once and for all. And like I said, give us your feedback. We're going to wait a few days before we throw up a GoFundMe, which we're almost definitely going to do. And if we
Why
get
not?
what we need, it's Mr. Olympia.
That's the only way.
Yep.
We got to make it happen. That'll be so much fucking fun.
And if anyone commits to going and then backs out, they get order 66.
That's right.
You hear that, Jay?
You hear that, Dale Chuck E. Cheese Chance? Residing at the Chance estate as we speak.
Kalora, get your time off, Kalora.
Yeah, Andrew Kalora, I'm talking to you.
Dale's sipping on wine and eating a sumptuous dinner. Just goes to the Olympia on a whim.
Hey, if we get enough money, we'll rent a fucking van and we'll go to the Hoover Dam. And
Yeah, we're in a stinking van,
We'll throw Leonard the fuck off of it.
and Dale Chance is in his own private jet. That's what I'm going to think about tomorrow's workout.
Be like the Hangover.
Yeah, exactly. We'll all get roofied up. Fuck that. You saw The Hangover. That's nothing.
We're gonna make
Leonard
it
will be
happen.
on the
It's
top.
happening.
Leonard will be
It's
on the
happening.
top of Caesar's Palace throwing mattresses off the roof.
Remember all those positive texts Lou was sending Kalora? You know, you have to think something into existence, make it happen. It's always think positive. It's going to happen. We're going to go. That's it.
Yeah.
But with a little help of the Maniacs, it'll be that much easier.
Yeah, Andrew is one of the hottest things on Instagram.
Thank you. Oh, Kalora.
Both of you guys. Is Dale Chance? You guys give us the feedback.
Dale doesn't post much.
Why not?
Who the fuck knows?
He's too busy on the Chance estate, wheeling and dealing, styling and profiling.
Chance estate.
Limousines, pretty cars, and private jets.
Limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun.
Kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, getting those training services.
Settle
You
down,
could
Jason.
do a better Ric Flair than Jason for sure.
Yeah.
Hear that enough from Jason.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm Dale Chance, baby. Woo! Wheeling and dealing with Cornelius with training programs and intravenous amino acids.
Few injuries thrown in.
Yeah.
My shoulder in a sling.
I got surgeries coming up. Some more surgeries.
Jeez.
But I'll be there.
Metal rods in my back. Right from my, what is it?
But look at
Climate
this-
controlled.
Look at this transformation. That'll give you some motivation, maniacs. Look at me. I'm Dale Chance.
Dale should have his own booth at the Olympia.
Probably going to have one of his own throne. On they should have a big display called Mount Olympus, where Dale Chance is at the top and people come up and pay him homage. And
Kiss his feet.
Right. I think they're going to do a human sacrifice for him. They're pandering to him left and right around here. They're going to give this, it's not going to be the Sandow statue anymore. It's going to be the Chance statue given to the Mr. Olympia winners.
Who's the statue named after? Who wins?
Well, it's a statue of Eugene Sandow, one of the turn of the century bodybuilders.
Where's that now?
The Olympia trophy. They've been given since 1977, I believe. Frank Zane got the first.
He's always good.
But they're going to give it to. They're going to make a Dale Chance Olympia statue. Mr. Mount Olympus himself. While the cookie cutters will be bowing down to him and wearing the Chance apparel.
Chuck E. Cheese Chance. You hear that, Dale? Make sure you bring enough dip for everybody. Did you see that little video I did in Hamburg's hotel room with the fucking refrigerator was loaded with smooth. The fucking
How many containers of that did he bring over here?
probably fucking 30.
Yeah, it shows. Yuck.
That's what Dale's fucking refrigerator will look like, but he's got the real dip.
Did Dale dip when he was here? I don't remember.
No, I don't think he dips. Well, Dale just started wearing shoes last year. Fucking redneck.
He had one of those big things in his mouth. You know, they have. It's like a big rock tumbleweed. Yeah. They had to do a remake of that show, Hee Haw. Have Dale on it.
Hee haw.
That's before your time. Andrew runs it, I'm sure.
I know the name.
Oh, it was great.
A Jew from New York's not watching a show.
Everybody
called
watched. Everybody watched that in the 70s.
Watching Yo MTV Raps.
You were in Yo MTV Raps.
With Fab Five Freddy.
Never heard of her.
And Tekashi 69. Did you see what happened to him? You know who that is, Lenny?
Yes. King of the cookie cutters. I feel so bad for him.
Thought he was a tranny.
Did he
Rainbow fucking hair.
Well, he didn't turn me on.
Daniel Rodriguez is his real name.
Oh yeah.
What a great contributor.
Let me go around and flash all the money and jewelry I got. You don't. Sooner or later, you're gonna get fucking jacked.
He was at a strip club. He was at the same strip club that Cleanthony Early was at, who was on the New York Knicks when he got shot in the leg, leaving the exact same strip club about 4 years ago. He got robbed of his gold teeth, his chains, his cash, his cell phone.
Those cookie cutters are in there, just like vultures. They're jealous. Oh, I'm going to get this guy, you know. That's what he
The
gets.
guy's walking around with a $750,000 necklace around his neck.
And who paid for it? The cookie cutters, the white boys.
I've never.
That go see him, the parents that pay for him.
Music. We've probably heard it somewhere.
You call
but
that music?
I can't point it out.
Neither could I.
Everything about that cookie cutter is complete nonsense. Pure cookie cutter.
Well, you can look up pictures of him when he was in school. He looked just like a normal preppy kid.
He's not really cookie cutter, Leonard. How many people walk around with 69 tattooed all over their body and rainbow hair?
Cookie cutters.
That's not.
Does that take anything? Does that take anything to do that? Any
It's
special
the cookie
type
cutters
gift?
that fucking.
Does it take any special gift to sit down in a tattoo parlor?
No, but I'm just saying, there's not
Can
many
he
people
fight?
with 69 tattooed all over themselves, so he's not exactly cookie cutter. He's just a fucking punk.
He's a cookie cutter.
Well, he's got cookie cutters that follow him because one person says he's cool, and then they all got to do
Yeah,
it.
he's real cool.
You know,
Look at him now, real cool. What are you going to do now, you cookie cutter?
Buy another necklace.
Yeah, that's all he's good for.
it's all
Who's
about
funding
it's
him?
all about flashing what you got
And who's
nowadays,
funding
man.
him?
Nobody knows how to stay low key.
Flashing what?
The self-proclaimed king of New York. That's what he says.
Are you shitting me?
No, that's what he
Oh
says.
my fucking god!
you imagine
Look at a guy like Nas, who's
Right.
you don't see anything about him being a fucking jerk off, going out flashing his shit. He just
Who?
makes his. He's a rapper. You would
Never
know.
heard of her.
Right? Of course, but
If that's the king of New York, I'm glad I moved out when I did.
yeah, no shit. I'm going there next
Robert
week.
Frank's
Yeah.
the king of New York in
Yeah.
my book.
New Jersey. I'm going there next week. I'm going to go on his podcast. The
gonna be
Glorious House of Gains.
Where is that, New Jersey?
Yeah, it's about an hour from the city.
Okay.
Next Thursday night.
You have to say where people can listen to it. If it's on iTunes
It's on.
or what.
Yeah, I think he's on every platform. He hasn't got kicked
Right,
off.
just
of
make
any-
sure you give Dale Chance a plug.
Oh yeah, I'll tell him how Dale wanted to suck his penis. Yeah, it's on iTunes, SoundCloud, everything. They do a good job. They're only about, they go for a little over an hour every week. It'll be fun. Looking forward to it. That and that's about it. I don't really have anything else planned.
Find a few maniacs up in New York you can extort.
Yeah, right. Yeah, one guy messaged me, wanted to bring me some of that New York chronic. Yeah, I might see Chris while I'm there. Who knows? We'll see. I
Up in Brooklyn.
take it day by day. Yeah.
Maybe you went into Christina. I heard you had some information on her.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I got to read that.
Brad's going to pitch a tent outside our building.
That'd be great. I wish I could.
Not
do
that kind of tent, Leonard. I'm going to get a fucking restraining order like you. I'll be the first one of us to get one. You know what? I should get like a big, you know how they make those signs at games with somebody's face on a stick?
Yeah.
I should get Leonard's face on a stick and just stand outside of her apartment building waving your fucking face in the air. Christina!
How come I didn't get invited, Brad?
Huh?
How come I didn't get invited if you're going to see Christina?
That's a good question. I should have invited you. It's not too late. You can sleep on the floor in the hotel room. How's that?
I'll sleep on the sidewalk outside of Christina's home.
Get a flight. Next Thursday to Sunday, man. Maybe we'll start a GoFundMe for that, too. We should put that up tomorrow. You get the time off.
Lenny's thinking about it.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's if she still lives at that address.
Where'd you get the address from?
Adam McLeod's been doing the research.
I heard she may be teaching at New York University, drama and acting.
She's married, you know.
Yeah, I know.
That doesn't matter. You don't want her that
what-
way anyway.
No.
You just want to be her servant and bodyguard.
At what college?
New York University.
So just go to NYU's website and look up
And
their
then
faculty.
Tribeca School of the Arts also.
Yeah,
she was doing
look
that.
up their faculty.
Wow.
Give you something to do tonight. Send her an email. Be like, I
want to enroll.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
I'm a student in one of your classes. I want to arrange some private tutoring.
Could you imagine? I think I'd faint. I couldn't the emotion would be unbelievable. I don't know how I'd react on camera. I really don't. I went through it many times in my head, the scenario. And again, if I want to, it sounds like a broken record, but thanks again, Adam McLeod. I mean, I really can't thank you enough. You went to some great lengths to hopefully arrange a film meeting.
By the way, he's going to Vegas too. He already booked it.
Oh, that's great.
So he's going to be out there.
Great.
What about Nate? Did anyone reach out to Nate?
Have not. I don't know. I think Dumbo's going to be gone. Well, he's got his father out there too, so it wouldn't be that big of
Yeah.
a stretch for him.
He still has connections out there.
Where the fuck is that? I got to look for that email.
What do you know?
Go ahead from Adam McLeod.
Well, Adam, good luck and can't wait to see you at the Olympia.
They are strictly prohibited from providing any contact or agency info when it comes to our current or past talent. I understand how frustrating as it sounds. We can be held legally liable for providing information that we were advised not to provide by Christina and her team. In the past 2 years, we have been bombarded with fictitious and abusive calls in regards to Christina. Thanks, trolls.
Gee, I wonder what that's. I wonder what.
And we were advised going forward to not provide any information without legal representation behind it. So
she probably has a restraining order against you, like if you get within 10,000 feet of her.
Well,
I don't remember you ever asking the people to fucking harass her like that.
no, I don't think. I think they might have been a little misguided. Maybe they were overzealous and wanted me to meet her, and because they maybe couldn't happen on their terms, they may have went off the handle. I understand, but I really would love to meet her before.
It would be a harmless meeting. I mean,
yeah, before I eventually meet her. Maybe not to me if I faint, but when I meet her, when I'm being carried into heaven, that's the ultimate purpose, I think, to be carried by my angel. But I really would like to meet her.
So I want to talk working out for a minute. I want to thank the Motor City Madman, Jay Masters, because I watch all of his live streams, and I talked to him about it when he was in town last week, and then I thanked him. When he's actually lucid and sober, he does some pretty educational and informative live streams. And
he does know his shit. I'll give him that. He does.
And in one of them, he talked about, I'd say maybe 2 months ago, he was talking about the importance of doing fast, explosive movements, especially on pushing movements, benching, military pressing, incline pressing. And about 6 weeks ago, I started implementing his philosophy. I started doing everything as fast as I can, quick, explosive movements, especially on like flat bench.
But going up, not going down.
Correct, not going up, right. And the amount of progress I've made in those 6 weeks has been amazing. Every time I do chest or any kind of pressing movement, I can do at least 1 or 2 more reps of the same amount of weight than I could
And
the week before.
your added size is noticeable. It's all lean muscle.
Thanks. And I got to say, I owe a lot of it to taking Jay's advice with this new form of lifting. Anyone who's watched our videos over the years, rightfully so, I've always been known as, Princess No Gains Andrew. And honestly, one of the reasons why I've always been that way is because I've always sort of adhered to the Ian McCarthy way of lifting. Everything's slow and perfectly controlled, and God forbid you go too fast or your form gets a little bad. And I kind of have abandoned that over the last 6 weeks because of what Jay recommended people start doing. And lo and behold, it's worked. It's great.
Yeah.
So I want to thank Jay Masters for the tip. And for anyone out there, whether you're 20 years old or my age, which is 46, if you've hit a plateau, you're not making any gains, especially on your pushing movements, next time you go to the gym, give it a shot. Just explode that bar off your chest as fast as you can on every single rep, from the first rep to the last rep of the set, and do that consistently. And I guarantee you, over about 6 weeks, you will notice a big difference in the amount of weight you're pushing.
Or flood Jay Masters DMs.
Yeah. If it worked for my no gains, glove wearing princess ass, it'll work for you guys too, I promise.
We had a maniac join us for dinner Monday, and the first thing he said to Jay was, "Are you wearing shoulder pads?"
Yeah, he said he's a lot. He is a lot bigger in person.
Never seen him that big. He's bigger than he's ever been.
Well,
and he's pushing 50. That's amazing.
Yeah. Jay's arms got bigger too. His forearms and his biceps bigger.
You know what's funny? Brad's bigger than he was in his 20s.
Yeah.
Andrew, you're bigger than you were in your 20s muscle-wise. Jay Masters is, and so is Lou. But guess who's smaller? Me and Kalora. Go figure.
Well, I started making gains when I started doing testosterone. Plain and simple.
I made subtle gains when I started the test, but I started making more significant gains from a lifting standpoint, how much weight I could actually move when I started implementing the fast, explosive movements on the pressing movements.
And every maniac out there,
leg pressing and hack squatting too.
Go back to the basics. Keep up the basics. The biggest, strongest guys do the basics, and they do them well, and they do them with weight.
Jay's a fan of that Louis Simmons, isn't he?
No.
He's not?
No.
Who is he?
He'll take a few bits and pieces of it, but Jay's basically, push-pull.
Yeah.
Light day, a form day, recuperation, Jay's big on.
He's going for that record, that over 50 bench record.
Yeah, he was real goosed up the other day.
Jay's not a fan of isolation movements. And he trains pretty high intensity.
He's old school, but he's gotten into these bands. Did you see his post today about tying the bands to his truck?
Yeah.
I told him to train like Stallone from over the top.
And how does Jay implement that to a...
I have no idea. He just when he's at the truck stop, he's got a bar. He put some bands on the front of the truck. Look at that.
Wow, I want to see a video of that. That's interesting.
I think he did put it as a video.
I wonder if there's any truckers out there the size of Jay Masters. What do they think when he comes rolling in?
I'm sure there are, but not as strong as he is.
Yeah.
He is a fucking beast. And he doesn't get injured. I don't want to jinx him.
Why? Because he's not putting those tendons and ligaments under any time of tension. He's exploding right through it.
You were explaining that to me the other night.
I figured out why he was never injured like that.
I thought it was just the equipoise.
That too. It does build collagen. That too, but because it doesn't expose it to it, that joint. He blasts right through it. He doesn't mess around with a lot of isolation movements. Admit it. When you're doing a heavy compound movement, your adrenaline's up. You're focused. You have to be focused. You're going to seriously injure yourself. A lot of times when you're doing isolation movements, you can drift off. Start actually talking to people during your set, which is a major no-no.
Yeah.
And end up hurting yourself on something.
I do that shit.
Like I said, Jay Masters gets ripped without doing any isolation movements. He will look like a pro bodybuilder. It's that simple.
Oh, he's got the size, no question.
And, they say he's got to work his rear delts, this and that. He works them enough on his presses, his deadlifts. His
what do you think he could get ripped at? 250 or 240?
I think he could be 250.
So he needs to lose
looking
90,
pretty shredded.
90 pounds of fat. He would be a fucking...
It's mostly water and fat, but you're going to lose muscle too, remember. But
he's got to...
If he did it with an expert, if an expert could get him with the dieting and such, that's the thing.
He would never pay anybody to fucking do that.
Yeah, right, Jay.
No.
But if
he could do it if he just focused and got rid of it.
Maybe, I think he will do it. If he breaks this record over 50, it'd be a good time for him to do it. And I'm sure he would consider it at that point.
To compete at 50 and up in bodybuilding?
Right, at least come down and get shredded. No, he was talking about doing male physique. I mean, you take a guy like that who's been squatting and deadlifting.
He's got legs.
He'll have ripped glutes. He'll have separation between the hamstrings. He'll have massive hamstrings. I mean, he's bodybuilder all the way. He's got a big set of natural calves, and he doesn't have he's a lot of things he hasn't really touched yet as far as the GH and to really use that stuff to where you get really, really shredded and maintain that mass.
Just got to put down that malt liquor, Jay, and that golden corral.
I think, like I said, you know what? you can manage it to a point. Beer's mostly water. It's carbs.
Empty calories.
What you could do is just do it on the weekends. It's almost like a cheat.
Yeah.
But it's far from to think any strongman, powerlifter, bodybuilder doesn't drink beer. I mean, plenty have done it. Plenty have done well. Plenty of athletes have done well drinking. I mean,
well, he's just got to slow it to start with just weekends and then maybe every other weekend. Just slowly wean. You can't just.
But don't demonize yourself, people. Life's too short.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going to have a problem thinking you got to be acceptable to what society considers sober. And a lot of people walk around, I'm not a drinker. I don't do that. I don't drink alcohol, but I don't go saying I'm better than. I might say that you're a cookie cutter and I'm not, but you'd rather see somebody drink and bust their ass in the gym and eat right than somebody that doesn't eat right, doesn't drink, and does an Ian McCarthy workout. Sorry, no offense.
Somebody wrote Ian Ian and then in quotations inevitable suicide McCarthy.
No, I'm sorry we never got a chance to have him on the podcast because that was the whole idea when he flew here for that one night.
Yeah, and then I
had
to go home. I didn't really get to talk to the guy, but
he missed the first flight, so he didn't get here till late. He missed the podcast.
I was too buzzed to deal with his shit. I didn't feel like being in therapy that day, but he obviously, it was good for him to vent to everybody, but it also was like, all right, man.
You get that idea out of your head. That's just the last. That's insane.
I talked to him for about an hour. At Brad's place on July 4th.
His problem is he fucking thinks too much, Just live your life.
About what other people think of him.
Right. Gives a fuck. I told him, I said, what are you so fucking depressed about? Okay, whatever. You're not with your wife. You're a single guy. You got no kids. You only have responsibility yourself. You're not fucking crippled. You're an able-bodied adult. I mean,
but here's the thing. Is it really depression?
Or is
Ian is so hell-bent on the belief that he's suffering from depression. I say, how do you know it's not withdrawal symptoms from all the fucking amphetamines and caffeine you put in your body every day?
Well, it's not withdrawal because he still continues to put it all in there.
Yeah, but he told me that when he doesn't take however many milligrams of Adderall, he becomes dysfunctional. So is it depression or is it withdrawal symptoms from all the stimulants you put in your body?
I saw a thing on meth last night. Say Adderall's a weak version of crystal meth.
Absolutely, it's an amphetamine. There's no question about it.
It's great, but you have to,
Are you a drug addict?
Moderation, yeah.
Or not? I mean, that's the question. And Ian and I had a very healthy, I wouldn't call it a debate, but we had a very healthy discussion about it. And everyone knows Ian's very smart. He's very educated. But it's like he needs to take these depression blinders off. It's like depression. And after a while, it's like, oh, okay, stop wallowing in it. And, maybe it isn't that. Maybe you need to wean yourself off some of these things slowly but surely so you can see, well, is it depression or holy shit, have I made myself a drug addict?
I agree with you. And then people with a lot of vegans and people that have poor nutritional habits don't get enough protein, amino acids, B vitamins.
Well, I asked him that
They
too.
suffer
If he
depression as
tried
well.
to change his diet, he said no. I'm like, what about pot? He said he's tried pot, but it makes him paranoid. So, yeah.
He'll be all right.
He's fine.
He's a good guy.
He said he was diagnosed with 1% autism, like
what?
Jason.
That's a bunch of bull.
I don't
They
pick that up.
diagnose. Tell them fuck you.
Autism is one of the most overdiagnosed things in this day and age and anything else. If there's any slight deviation from the norm, autism,
Yeah.
you're on the spectrum. I don't know who diagnosed Ian with that, but I've been around him enough. I don't think there's anything remotely autistic about him. And I mean, I've been around a
Jason
number of
for years.
I mean, I remember when I was 19 years old, I needed a job for the summer and I couldn't find one. The only thing I could find was being a camp counselor at the 92nd Street Y in New York City, working with kids who had autism and Down syndrome. So it was a day camp. I didn't want the job. I needed the job. I needed money. So it was a 2-month day camp. And that was one of the most grueling yet amazing learning experiences of my life.
It's humbling too.
Oh, yeah. Some of these
What
kids.
did you get out of that?
What did I get out of
What
it?
did you learn specifically?
Patience. Thankful for the fact that I'm not.
What about the
like
Down
them.
syndrome? That's
The Down syndromes were actually very high functioning. They're not like the kids with autism. Some of the kids with autism, you can't communicate with them. They're on another planet. Their brains are so horribly miswired that there's no salvaging them. But the ones that I worked with that summer who had Down syndrome, they're great kids. Great kids. They looked a little different and they acted a little funny, but other than that,
I noticed they have the same distinct facial characteristics.
kind of like an underbite.
How does that happen? I don't understand that. Scientifically.
Well, a big risk factor is the age of the mother. Once you're in your late 30s or early 40s and you get pregnant, the risk of those kind of birth defects increase significantly.
You gotta tell her that.
Inside joke. I'm getting a glass of water. Anyone need anything?
Besides a 10-10-10? Or Christina? A meeting with Christina? I'd like to thank my sponsor, New World Nutrition, for my nutritional needs. Liver cleansers, fast-acting protein, slow-acting casein protein, and my good old-fashioned egg protein. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Since we're gonna,
New Universal Order, Adam McLeod.
there you go.
The modern-day Winston Churchill. And he sent me a text the other day saying that the words can't and quit aren't a part of his vocabulary.
I'd like to thank my sponsor, Manischewitz.
Manischewitz. You mentioned the Serving Ace, theservingace.com. If you want to beat up your bookies, go there. They got what you need. Use the promo code Delray, get half off. You want to win some easy money on gambling? If you're going to gamble, you might as well try to win some money. And then stashco.com for your cookie cutter beard oil and your hair grease. What else we got? Oh, we got a gift too from Bull Breed Bodybuilding out of Australia.
You know what I wanted to ask you guys? Have either of you noticed a trend lately in the gym where guys are wearing 2 different colored socks?
Yes.
You have noticed that. I'm not seeing
Unfortunately.
things. At LA Fitness in Boca and Delray, I keep seeing it more and more. What is that about?
Some cookie cutter jackass.
I saw a guy that looks like Terry Crews in
Never heard of her.
LA Fitness that wears 2 different shoes every fucking day. That older black guy. You know who that guy Terry Crews is? He did Old Spice.
Of course.
He looks like him. He wears 2 different fucking shoes every day.
Well, I can explain that. You're being
morning?
an uneducated porch monkey. You do
Or it's
something
really
like that.
dark when he wakes up in his house and doesn't realize. But he does it on purpose. All right, so check this
Why
out.
would anyone do that on purpose?
What a clown. What a jackass.
Is that a new trend though? The different colored
cookie cutter.
socks.
Like, is there some new rapper or something I don't know about? who does
Probably
this?
some low form of intelligence, some low
I'll
life.
let you read this.
All right, I'm going to read a letter.
People just advertise how stupid they are.
To the Delray Misfits, thanks for all the endless amount of laughs you boys have provided me with. Keep up the great work, and hopefully I will see you all in Australia one of these days. That would be great, actually. Cheers, Elijah. P.S. I like this guy's handwriting. The kangaroo ball sack is for Lenny. It was taken from a tan kangaroo with a 10-inch.
Really?
Let me see that.
No, it's a kangaroo. It's a pouch made out of kangaroo scrotum.
Hold on, let me film this real quick.
Smells like my old catcher's, my first baseman's glove.
Hold on a second.
Smells like a nice brand new baseball glove.
See?
Here, show us. You
The other way.
got
Turn it the other way.
what? That is a genuine kangaroo fucking scrotum, huh?
You already smelled it, didn't you? What's it smell?
Smell like my first baseman's glove. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. Wow, they got a leather scrotum.
Kind of
That's great.
small. There's not much you can put in there.
Yeah, I've seen real 10-10-10s with scrotums twice as big.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Leonard. Jesus Christ.
Thanks a lot.
Show Andrew.
Let's see the shirts.
Said to be very
I like
lucky.
those shirts.
Pretty cool,
Got
right?
a large there? Or XL?
The one that possesses his scrotum is assured of a long life, happiness, and healthy children. Thank you. I hope to have both.
That's badass.
This is a 2X. Think that'll fit me?
Elijah, thank you. These shirts are great.
Wow.
Thanks, Eli. Oh, we were supposed to give a shout out
Elijah.
to some woman messaged me saying that she's getting married to a guy named Eli in Australia. Wanted us to congratulate Eli.
Mazel tov.
Eli, congratulations. A woman that's a fan of the Delray Misfits is a great woman. You're going to have a lot of fun. Thanks.
Just throws it at him.
So now you could say you fucking fondled the kangaroo scrotum, Leonard.
I think I'll wear it tomorrow to work.
You could use this for your pills.
That's what I was thinking, actually. There's not much else you can fit in there.
Very cool. Thanks for the gifts. And anybody else that wants to send gifts, since we're doing a mooching podcast. P.O. Box 7593, Delray Beach, Florida 33482. Everybody always messages me and asks, where can we send? Where can we send? There you go. That's where you can send shit.
Can I read the address, please?
Of what?
Where to send it?
Where to send what? Stuff to who? To us?
You have the address? Yeah.
I just said
You
it.
just said it.
Oh, I just want to...
Say it again, but more slowly.
I'll say it the way Andrew Calora, an inside joke.
What are you talking about?
Where's the address?
Wait, Lenny, what address do you want to read? Our P.O.
Yeah,
Box?
yeah.
It's not written down.
Here, it's on here. Jesus Christ, Leonard.
Lenny was it a read the return address from Australia?
It's right down there. I just fucking read it.
Anything being sent to the Delray Misfits, P.O. Box 7593, Delray Beach, Florida 33482, United States of America. And back to Andrew.
What the fuck?
Thank you, Leonard. In other news,
I have to start blowing some smoke in your face. You see fucking Papa John got resigned or whatever?
yeah.
What did he exactly say?
He's a nigger.
There you have it.
Big deal.
That's it.
Big
Here we go again.
Big deal.
Can't say it, huh?
I think it was. Wasn't it taken out of context though?
It's always taken out of context.
It was during a conference call or something like that. That's the KOD these days. That's the kiss of death. If you get caught saying that, if you said it 10 years ago in an old tweet, did you see that Major League Baseball player who made the All-Star team? I forget his name. I think he plays on the Milwaukee Brewers. he even pitched in the All-Star game. They found tweets from when he was like 16 or 17 years old. He said, "White power, I hate gay people." And it was a huge story. It was like 8 or 9 years ago. And he had to apologize, and they asked all of his teammates what they thought of it. He said, "I was a dumb kid. I was young. I was a lot different than." All of his teammates said they've got no problems with him. He's exhibited no intolerant behavior at all in the locker room. Came totally out of left field.
People change, man.
ESPN made a big deal out of it.
You know, dig up shit that happened when you're a fucking teen. Everybody.
The difference between them and us is when you and I were 17, there was no Twitter or social media.
Yeah,
so
thank God.
we didn't leave a digital trail of our shit from when we were that age.
Right.
Thank God.
Yeah.
I tell you what, anybody anywhere wants to say whatever word they want to and says it, they got my respect just for the principle of it and to show the world that stuff's got to stop.
What,
stop pandering.
Censorship?
Absolutely. Stop pandering to these cowards that think they can ruin people's lives in which they can't. He's laughing all the way to the bank.
Who's laughing all the way to the bank?
John Schnatter.
No, from Papa John, yeah. That's going to take a big hit to that company, man.
But the porch monkeys, I hear continue them say, white devil, cracker.
It's not a...
Kill all whiteys, kill the white babies, and nothing said.
One of the biggest racists I know is a black guy.
Of course. But you know what? Let him say what he wants to.
I don't
That's
care.
his right.
That's his problem.
That's his right.
Right. I mean, it's his fucking problem.
Whatever.
If he wants to live his life being a fucking jerk off.
But he has a right to say it in my book.
Well, not anymore. No. They can say it. We can't.
Well, I can. And I will. And if you don't like it, well, you got to kill me.
Freedom of speech is negotiable these days. It depends
You
who's
let that
saying
freedom
it.
go. Does Boston Lloyd? I commend him for speaking his views. He's the one that's got balls in society today, and that's a guy that's in his 20s.
Yeah, he's one of the few I like and follow.
He's got balls. He says what's on his mind. You may disagree or not, but too bad. He has a right to say it.
Yeah, if you don't like it, go watch something else.
So do those things they call rapper. I really don't know what that is. Don't really want to know what it is, which is my right, but they can say what they want.
I don't care what a person says. I'll always defend their right to freedom of speech.
Absolutely.
I can disagree with it 10,000%, but I will still always support that person's right to freedom of speech.
Well, even comedians can't say everything
have
they
an
want
opinion.
anymore. Comedians used to be able to say whatever they want.
You
Now
know
they
any
can't.
comedians now? No, I don't.
Huh?
I don't even know any. That's why. WWE used to just trample on everybody. Now they're non-existent. UFC, start drug testing. Goodbye.
Yeah.
People are slowly losing interest.
Speaking of which, did you hear that Conor McGregor, did you hear about his sentencing today for that fiasco at the UFC event in Brooklyn?
Didn't he settle with everybody?
No jail time, nothing. Barely even a slap on the wrist.
But he paid everybody off, right?
I don't know. I mean,
He settled.
he's going to get I'm not talking the legal shit. I'm talking the criminal shit. In criminal court,
If you did some shit like that,
if that was anybody
you'd
else,
still be sitting in fucking jail.
that's what 3 to 5 years.
That shows you how corrupt the system is, man. You got money, you can get out of whatever the fuck.
I don't
you
know
do.
necessarily that's
Look at
corrupt.
OJ. Look at OJ.
It's not corrupt. Money is power.
Yeah, well,
Might makes
That's true.
right.
That's true.
You got the weapons. You got the money.
There are two sets
more
of
power to you, I guess, right?
You're sitting in a cell, somebody my size or Jay Master size versus 180 pounders. Good luck. I don't care how good of a fighter you are. That's the way life is. It's not fair. It'll never be fair. And
Deal with it.
the poor always bitching too much, try to make it fair. And that's not the way life works. Is that fair that certain insects have a 24-hour lifespan? No.
talking about Nate. Sorry, Nate. Love you, man.
Sorry, not sorry.
I had to say
fucking
it.
pinworm.
Is it fair that I haven't seen Christina yet? Doesn't matter. It didn't happen yet, but I know when it's going to happen. And I'm trying with, thank you for Adam McLeod, the man who sees no boundaries, knows no limits. I have a feeling he's going to make it happen, and he'll film it. And it'll be some great mints of me falling down, passing out.
He'll film you getting maced.
It'll be like 3 seconds and fucking 12 cops on him.
Yeah. Feel me getting beaten with billy clubs.
Jesus Christ.
Christina will know that's not the case when she sees me. She'll be able to sense it. Certainly not the
Enough
case.
for her. We already talked about her, and it's
exactly.
enough.
Next.
You can never talk enough
What
about
are
her.
your thoughts on CrossFit, Leonard? Here's a
Just
question.
another cookie cutter. I mean, it's good, but it's kind of mundane.
Good for who?
It's good for
For injuries.
it's a certain amount of challenge to it, but it's very cookie cutter. And
All you have to do is go on YouTube and watch these CrossFit fail videos, and you see these total novices doing Olympic-style lifts. What are you doing that for?
yeah, so it doesn't come in handy much in life, especially as an on-athlete.
I don't think it's as popular as it was a few years ago.
Because it's cookie cutter. Whatever happened to Pilates? Which, by the way, Jay Cutler incorporated during his Olympia reign. I'll have to ask him about that. You still doing the Pilates? Jay Cutler, you...
Pilates is tough. I've tried it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
What is that for? Flexibility?
Yeah, all kinds of shit. It's good, but it's not easy. You should see how flexible fucking Carla Dunlap is. The other day,
yeah.
What do you mean the other day?
She had-
She's supposed to be on the podcast. You didn't say anything to her?
she had her fucking legs behind her head.
What?
Like her feet were touching the ground behind her head. She was laying on the floor.
She spends a good 30 minutes stretching in the stretching area.
She's the most flexible bodybuilder I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I mean, she doesn't have the frame of a bodybuilder
You
anymore.
didn't invite her back on the podcast? I used to bust nuts to her.
That's great.
When I was a teenager.
Next time we see her.
Next time I see her, I'll ask her again. I saw her that one time. I asked her. She was nice. She said the next time she saw me, she'd have a business card. I didn't see her.
I bet you she likes getting.
It was like at least 6 months.
I bet she likes getting rimmed from that.
And now
position.
she's gone now. I haven't seen her in a... Well, when the fuck was the last time we
Still
saw her?
train that one guy every time.
I haven't seen them in a... It's been a little bit.
Miss Olympia. Mm-hmm. And you didn't even tell me. A tan Miss Olympia.
Have you ever seen her there in the morning?
Never.
He's never there in the morning.
No, yeah. You got to go early to see her.
Where the fuck is the Dark Lord? He's out extorting Hamburg on the
I think
app.
he's got a couple fans in town from the looks of it.
Yeah. He wants them all to himself because
Yeah.
he knows if we're around,
Right.
we won't let them get extorted.
Yeah, exactly.
He gets pissed.
He's very territorial of his fans when they come to town. To
Hamburg
see it.
insisted on buying him shit the other night, but that's, if he insists, what are you going to do? What was the other question? Would you eat Jane's ass, Leonard?
Come on.
Oh, come on. I'd eat Carla Dunlap's.
What's your resting heart rate per minute, Leonard?
I'm not really certain at this time. We'll have to do it at the Olympia. What we should do is get something where we can measure it and get 10 of the biggest guys there.
I hate how you
and
say
see
measure.
and just measure everybody's heart rate.
Blood pressure.
I'm not really concerned about that. Those are for cookie cutters, for mortal human beings. If I find my blood pressure's too high, I'll pop some garlic cloves, chew them up, or I'll take a couple shots of Cialis, or I'll drink a gallon of water. All three work. But the best thing for blood pressure, obviously, is getting a good night's sleep, which I've been having difficulty at lately. I got to get a new CPAP machine. I got to go through all
That's another thing. If this GoFundMe goes well and we get if we get money left over, we definitely got to put it in the bank for Leonard's medical
just
costs.
a CPAP machine, a new one.
Because you lost all your medical benefits.
Yeah.
And you're not sponging off the government yet? Have you filled out any...
No, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, we like to have a little kind of stash set aside for you in case of a medical emergency.
You need a new CPAP. What does that cost?
Well, you got to go for a sleep study again. I had it done when I was dieting. That's a mistake. I got to get it done when I'm my heaviest so they can put it at a certain level because it's not strong enough now.
Fuck. Why don't you back off a little bit?
Got to get bigger.
You got a whole fucking year to get bigger for that Ruby.
Got to get bigger.
Yeah, but we don't want you dropping dead, Leonard. That's the whole point.
It's not a guarantee that I will or I won't.
Maybe he is immortal. He hasn't dropped dead yet.
Let's not jinx him either.
And if I do, I'm not going to be dead. Christina's going to carry me away to eternal paradise.
All these maniacs
seen
will be
that.
fucking devastated.
Yeah.
Don't worry. They'll join us all soon enough.
If you say so, man. Is there a new Granny Figs?
Yeah, I think he created a new account, finally. Took him a while. What else is going on in the news, entertainment, anything? No, there are a few other things. See,
NFL training camp started this week.
When I
I heard John Gruden had a big rally at for the Raiders
Chucky.
yesterday, Chucky, and he actually paid for everyone to have a free meal. And when he came out in the middle of the speech, everyone said, Chucky, Chucky. I kind of think he's a cookie cutter.
Well, he's inheriting a very good fucking team.
Yeah.
Every time I see Brad in the gym in the morning, we talk about all these things we want to discuss on the podcast. We
fucking forget.
We don't write them down,
Right.
and then it comes time to do the podcast, and we're like, oh shit, we forgot to talk
Just
about.
once you discuss getting Carla, extend the invitation to get her
All
on
right,
the
check.
podcast.
We got that.
I'll do it.
Because I'll present her, I'll
Gotcha.
surprise her with a nice bouquet.
Consider it done. Think nothing of it.
Next time we see her, Leonard,
Right.
don't worry.
I'd like her to put her legs behind her ears on this table while I give her the rim job of a lifetime.
You and Kimbo.
Pussy eating pussy. Jesus Christ.
Smear some 9 lives on her ass.
Here's one for you.
What is it?
Whoa, that looks like Christina. Is that Christina with
It's a bodybuilding chick.
looks like Christina in the face.
It's like one of Jay's women, but younger.
Yeah. About 30 years younger.
Not bad. Different.
Yeah.
Although I'd prefer a tranny. They're much more feminine. I got something extra to play around with.
All right, can we not? I don't know.
What are you going to do with a big clit, Brad? I'd like to know.
Here we go. It's like
What do you do with them?
It's like Who's on First with Abbott and Costello.
I've never been with a chick with an oversized clit.
Lenny's giving
I
me
was with one.
the Larry
I think it was
David
a
stare.
real life hermaphrodite, that girl that flagged me down. I took her to my mother's house, and I dropped her off at the high school. Her clit was enormous. I think she was actually a hermaphrodite because I thought it was a tranny walking down. She was very muscular in the back. She had shorts on, like a halter top.
I bet D-Ball Debbie's got a fat clit.
I've seen it. Yeah, it's on there. Yeah.
You seen it in person or in her videos?
No, in her videos. You know, she kind of looks like Vera a little bit. Kind of reminds her a little bit.
As I like to call her Hector. Juan, Carlos. Pick your male Latino name.
Ugh. Jesus Christ. What about you? You said you wanted to talk about Palumbo.
Yeah, Dave, just to let us know, I hope if you guys are going to Olympia, I hope we shoot a little quick few videos with you guys. Miss you. I've got a lot to talk about. Really enjoyed the opportunity you gave me. Everybody, I'll ride my bike and truckers will pull over. Hey, I saw you on RX Muscle. You were great. And I want to thank you, Dave.
We need to go over to his house again. That was fun. That drive to the West Coast.
Yeah, he's a lot of fun to be
It's
around.
a nice area over there, too.
Very different.
Not dark enough for you, Brad.
I couldn't believe when we went into that Publix and there wasn't one black person working there.
Yes. You need your 10-10-10s and your 10s with the big asses.
I think on the West Coast it's more Mexican than Haitian. You know, the Haitians tend to gravitate towards the East Coast of Florida and the Mexico, obviously, because you get the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, because their country gravitates
all right.
towards here. When they pow on them banana boats and risk life and limb to come here.
Yeah, so that's about it. What else?
All right, Andrew, thanks for the motivation from Andrew Calora, from your Instagrams. Like every one of them, I'll learn a lot. Hopefully you'll be able to join us at the Olympia. I got a surprise for you if you do.
Oh, it's all or nothing, man. We all got to go.
I like that, all or nothing.
We're gonna go September 13th through the 16th. We'll go Thursday during the day or morning, and leave Sunday night on the red eye. Get back here Monday morning. We can make it happen. I think it'll be a good time. What's you got to do? Colin's sick for fucking 3 days. Who gives a shit? Here's what goes through some of these questions. This one's a funny one. Important podcast inquiry for the Royal Scholars. When will Brad begin working out with elbow sleeves, knee sleeves, wrist wraps,
He already
gloves,
has.
hernia belt, athletic supporter, ankle wraps, slingshot, bench shirt, and 3-foot stones?
A mouth guard.
Don't forget the truss.
All while warming up with fat grips and resistance bands. Hey, whatever keeps me injury free, I will try.
Well, that guy, Chris, is 57, and he works out with all that shit, and the guy squats 400 pounds every single day.
Yeah, it's
I don't know how the fuck his knees and hips aren't messed up.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Every single day he has this thing where he squats. What, like 100 days straight challenge?
that's-
He did that, and then he was going to go for a year straight, but then he just he
It's
started,
going to
he
cause
does it
your
like 3 days a
body
week.
to produce cartilage as much as it possibly can at that age. It's going to cause your body to do that, stresses.
Well, he's
So
going
he may
to
be going by
enter
that.
he's going to enter a competition of powerlifting, bench, deadlift, squat. Yeah, I think that's his goal.
What does he bench? Does he bench a lot? I've never seen
He's
him
pretty
bench.
strong.
I only see him do legs.
But that slingshot, I hadn't done flat bench since the last time Hamburg was here. So I gave that slingshot a try. It's definitely fucking cheating. There's no, ifs, ands, or buts about it. But Koth Andrew told me I shouldn't be doing flat bench anyway. So fuck, what do you need to do flat bench for?
That's
Why?
arguable.
What's his reason for it?
You said it's not necessary.
What
It's just overuse, and people have torn pecs because of it. Going too heavy and just doing too much.
Plus,
But most guys
naturally,
are-
when you bring you bring the bar down and you tap your chest, your shoulder is not in a good position.
Well, for someone who says you shouldn't be benching, what do they recommend as your number one primary chest exercise if it's not benching?
They say incline press.
Yeah, he said incline.
Dumbbell incline.
Yeah,
dumbbell bench.
Yeah.
But, those guys that are torn pecs, most of them are our age and older. Simply because back then, everyone was benching. It was like the biggest thing. How much you bench,
Right.
You don't see young guys with torn pecs as much.
Yeah.
Except for Jeremy Buendia.
What is with that fucking guy? Who is
He's
that?
competing in the Olympia, the female bikini.
Male bikini.
Who is that? Jeremy.
The
who?
famous Jeremy Buendia. He's the Olympia.
Is it male bikini where you wear fucking
Yeah,
thongs?
male physique.
Oh.
Mr. Olympia.
Oh, man, physique.
So he goes about 5'2". The same size as what's his face
Didn't they
over
say
there.
he's a snitch or some shit? Is that why everybody's got beef with him?
Yeah.
He's a rat.
Boston Lloyd called him out.
Well, Boston Lloyd's not doing the 3cc anymore.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, should we wish the best of luck to Flex, what's his name?
Flex Lewis.
Never heard of her. In his last contest. Well, I'll be there to see it. I can't wait. Good luck, Flex.
When is
From Big
when is
Lenny.
it? I didn't even look. I saw the expo hours are like what?
10 to 5.
10 to 5. And then when is the actual show?
Saturday night. They have an expo on Friday and Saturday from 10 to 5. Lenny, you should enter one of these grappling contests that they have there.
Oh, do
have
they really?
Grappling, jiu-jitsu, lifting competitions. It's a whole array of different events that they have, not just the expo.
Well, I'll do
booths.
the grappling. Big J Masters maybe could do some of the lifts. That'd
He
be
said he
interesting.
would. He said he was all goosed up, ready to go. He wanted to go to Jay Cutler's gym and
Okay, well,
I'm sure they have arm wrestling too.
no excuses, Jay. You're coming. We won't let you be drunk the whole time. Don't worry. What else? Gotta do. By the way, the book cameo for Leonard is hysterical. If you guys haven't bought one, he does a good job.
Yeah, I haven't done any. What's the matter, cookie cutters?
It's been a couple days. It's been quiet because we don't fucking advertise.
What's
shit.
everybody getting stoned and
No,
playing video games?
It's my fault, man. I don't spam the account with this shit.
Brad's not like Jason posting it 50 times a day.
Yeah, I just I don't. I just don't. But every time we mention it, you get some coming in, and they're great. The shit
Well,
that you say.
keep mentioning them.
Yeah, I will.
And teach me how to mention it so I don't want to bother.
That's the
someone.
problem. I need you to learn how to use your
Yeah, well,
smartphone.
you got
If we had
You got to use your Instagram.
the amount of determination that Adam McLeod has in his pinky, we would be going somewhere. Hats off to Adam
we
McLeod.
are going somewhere. We're going to the Olympia.
Yes. And I hope some more Adam's wisdom,
Hear
determination.
that, maniacs?
and
Help
toughness.
us make it happen.
He's also the ultimate alpha male. He does all the heavy
Who?
Olympic lifts. Adam McLeod. He's not only brains, but he's got the brawn. He's got the determination.
The fuck are
And
you
he's
talking-
been
when
through
has he done Olympic
He's been
lifts?
through a near-death experience. I've seen him on his Instagrams.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he does.
He
Like,
went through a near-death experience. They
deadlifts.
literally cut in half. Not this
Yeah,
little
his-
Dale
yeah,
Chance
his leg did get-
bumps and boo-boos.
remember when they showed
Literally cut in half.
Dale Chance bumps and boo-boos. You're such a fucking prick. Well, like Dale says, if he wasn't in that good a shape, he would have been dead probably.
that Mr. Olympia.
They can't believe how fast he recovered.
They can't believe it.
$6 million man.
Dale Super Chance. Dale
They
Superman
better have a
Chance.
booth for him. It would be a little bit disrespectful if you ask me. He deserves a throne.
Lou was talking about getting a booth, but none of us can sit there all fucking day. And I can't lug a bunch of shirts out there. If you guys, you know what, maybe we'll do a pre-sale on the shirts. If you guys want shirts, we'll do it that way. But yeah, I can't bring shit out there. Maybe we'll bring a few. You could sell the shirt off your back, Leonard.
I will.
Sign it and give it to somebody.
I hope a Tan signs me her panties, dude.
Oh, we'll go downtown.
Shoves it down my throat.
There's plenty of trannies by Fremont Street.
You would
Don't worry about
love
it.
Fremont
Good,
Street, Lenny. It's a freak show.
I'm craving.
We should find a hotel on Fremont Street to stay at, like Golden Nugget or the Plaza, the old school Vegas.
Not a bad idea.
Where the Olympia is being held at the Orleans.
I think so.
It's kind of a fucking dump. Now, we used to go, when I lived there, we used to go there. It was,
Mandalay Bay.
no, it's called the Orleans. It's off the strip, kind of by the Rio.
Mm-hmm.
They would have free bowling after midnight.
What?
Yes. We would get kicked out within 30 fucking minutes.
Good. What a cookie.
See how many
cutter.
lanes we could throw the ball sideways? It was so bad.
I can't believe I actually did that at a certain part of my youth.
It's like dollar pitchers and free bowling. So you know it's just...
Dale's got a bowling alley at his estate, I heard. A private bowling alley.
You should go visit the Chance Estate.
There's a waiting list. Years,
We'll hunt deer in his backyard.
if you're lucky. Consider yourself lucky to breathe the same air as
Oh my
the
God.
Royal Dale Chance. They're actually going to make him a knight over in Europe.
Sir Dale Chance.
Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Sir Dale Chance. He'll be in a suit of armor.
Any good questions?
Just smart ass shit. When am I gonna eat ass? Yeah, whole fucking nine.
In Vegas, hopefully.
Leonard's convinced if I took some G, I would be eating ass.
Pretty much. That'll get you.
That's why I will not take
That'll
it.
get you that ass eating mood.
I don't need any. No. All right, maniacs.
Want to call this our shortest podcast ever? Or do you want to keep going? Hour and
Actually,
15
it's
minutes?
not.
Hour and 15
Yeah,
minutes.
hour and 15
It's
minutes.
pretty short.
Oh.
Short and sweet. I think we got any.
Sweet as Dale Chance.
Sweeter.
Sweeter than Dale Chance's sweat after a workout.
It's relentless.
I like when you imitate Dale. That's better than talking shit to him.
Yeah, it does give you a good feeling, like I'm on like royalty or something like that. I'm above everyone.
Here, Lenny, I'm gonna find something for you to take us out with. Hold on. Let's see what I can find.
Oh my fucking God.
What?
Look what Granny Figs wrote. You can read it because you know Spanish.
Atención por favor, es mío and Lou get married. No invite Puto Nathan.
Puto Nathan.
Because he no love me, only love leech novia. And put his finger in donut butthole. Por favor, ask de Lenny to come to mio wedding. Jesus Christ. A second.
Oh boy. Jay Master says he only wants to room with me or you in Vegas.
You or me?
Is that a Freudian slip?
Hey, if we get enough money, we'll each get our own fucking room. How's that?
I'm getting my own room, period. No, that's a stipulation. No offense, Jay. Or maybe a little bit of offense now that
Who do you want to shack up with, Leonard?
I want to shack up with, just like old times, me and Andrew Calora with a tan.
Oh my
And
God.
we've done that more than a few times.
Oh boy.
Tans and tans.
I'll have to bring the tripod so you guys can set it up.
Good. I got a surprise for him.
All right, Lenny. We're going to do a little harmonica blues. And you can come up with some lyrics. Some lyrics, as they say in the hood, off the top of the dome. For Dale Chance. Take all the time you need, Lenny. Let the lyrics come to you.
Surgeries. They got me down, but not for long. I'm hiring my team. Personal trainers.
Keep it to yourself.
Cornelius. Take me to the top.
Please don't.
Dietitians. diet plans, different drugs for all my fans. Because I'm Del Chance on Chance Estate. Because I think that I am great. I drive a truck, a BMW, and I have my personal jet. On Chance Estate, I have a koi pond and a gas pump. And I look down on the fellow scum. Because I'm Del Chance. Because I'm the greatest. On the football field, the bodybuilding stage, and in the gym. Just look at me. Because I'm Del Chance. Chuck E. Cheese Chance. And I'm the man. The Chuck E. Chance. Because I'm the man. I'm going to be at the Olympia on a throne, looking down at the trash, spitting tobacco on the trash, selling my shirts, and spreading my ass. Because I'm Del Chance. You can eat my ass. I'm Del Chance. And kiss my ass. Oh, God. They should name the Olympia for me and put my name on the statue. Because I'm Del Chance. You talk about me, you're going down. I prove I'm wrong. Because I'm Del Chance. Chuck E. Cheese Chance. Now I'm going back to my estate, and all you motherfuckers know I'm great. Because I'm Del Chance. Chuck E. Cheese Chance. And I poop my pants whenever I want. And my servants clean it from back to front. Because I'm Del Chance.
He's getting into it now.
Kiss my ass. Because I'm Del Chance.
All right. Mic drop.
Good night.